come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay, I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Safety's creeping. Tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And some room to work. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now it's Breida. Preston Smith there on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
117. Heavy.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And he's got some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it with Breida. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Complete. Smith has it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Murray going to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Got a man, Slayton. Give him 30 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, come on.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Jaguars nothing.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch, switch. Blue John, focus. Watch 30 on it. 6 to Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curls. Mike, 36. Mike.
Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
36. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check, 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 check. Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here. Come on. Go. Switch, switch.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. That's going to be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. On play action, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
It's our time. It's our time. Magic. No, 36 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Mike, 36.
This is Breida on the draw, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mike, 36. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They do go for it. It's Murray. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Breida, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray, and this one complete to Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Brandon Dunn in on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check down to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. They run with Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Stocker's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Irvin. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On the delay, here's Breida. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Stop. Middle.
Allen going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert.
A final shot before half for Allen. Got his man. That's Mecole Hardman, the rookie. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I all...
Oh, wide open, complete. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
You got tight right there. Watch twist.
The second down carry for Irvin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
First down, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a give to Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. To throw on third down. Murray. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Preston Smith in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Smith, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. This is the tight end Fant. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Come. Eddie Weber. Short. 36 to Mike. Come to my world. Yo, we want it. Come to my world. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Murray now on first down. Completes his short throw to Stalker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Catch made by Slayton. Touchdown, Jaguars. Darius Slayton with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun on third down, Murray. That'll be complete to Breida. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he's got room. Touchdown, Jaguars. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They run again with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
I'm coming after you. Check safety, check safety. Check 13, check 13.
On third down, a run from Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Matt Breida, 58 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On third down, here's Henderson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the carry is Henderson.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now it's Henderson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Henderson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On the handoff, this is Breida. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the